Hey, it's Amy. In my kitchen today, we are making chocolate chip brownies. And what I love about these brownies is they are made with melted chocolate, cocoa powder, and extra chocolate chips tossed in. So they're like triple chip brownies if you ask me. Let's get started. First up, you're gonna take 1 cup of melted butter. And you can pre-melt your butter like I did here, or you can just melt it in a big saucepan. I usually go the saucepan route, so that way you only have one dirty dish because it can all be done in one bowl. To our 1 cup of butter, we are adding 2 cups of granulated sugar. This is what makes these brownies so thick and fudgy. We're gonna add that as well as 1/2 cup of chocolate chips. And you're gonna mix this until the chocolate is melted. You want to make sure that butter is nice and hot so it melts those chocolate chips. All right, once your chocolate is fully melted like that, you're going to add in your eggs. This recipe takes 4 eggs. And I like to add them in one at a time to keep them from turning into scrambled eggs. So we're going to drop in about 1 egg yolk, mix it in, and then we'll mix in the rest one at a time. Okay, once you have all of the egg incorporated into the sugar and chocolate mixture, you're going to add in your vanilla extract. And this recipe is 1 teaspoon vanilla. Add it with love, measure if you want to. To this, we'll be adding our dry ingredients. And the key with brownies is to not overmix. So you're literally going to take some big strokes and mix it until it's blended. So we're going to add in our 1 cup of all-purpose flour, 3/4 cup of unsweetened cocoa powder. We're going to put in 1/2 teaspoon of salt and 1/2 teaspoon of baking powder. And you might be a little confused about the baking powder. The reason I add it, brownies don't normally need baking powder, but I find in this recipe, it gives that top that perfect crackle. So we're going to add that and fold it in some big strokes here. I remember back in the day I used to buy boxed brownies and it would say on the box, mix by hand, 50 big strokes. And I think they did that because that was probably the number it took to get it to not see any of those dry ingredients. I have not counted, but that is my guess. All right, so you can see I've got it mostly blended. You might see a little bit of dry, that's fine. All right, we are going to add in 1/2 cup of chocolate chips. These are chocolate chip brownies after all. We're going to pour that into a 9-inch square baking dish. And I use binder clips to hold that parchment paper in place. Okay, pour that into your pan. Take off the binder clips. Add a few more chocolate chips to the top. And we're going to put this in the oven for about 30 to 40 minutes. I like my brownies with a little bit of fudgy inside. If you like them a little drier, go to the 45 to 50 minute mark. All right, our brownies are ready. Take a look at those. We're going to lift them out of the pan. That is the advantage to having parchment paper. Let's cut into these. And look at that, chocolate chip brownies. Perfectly fudgy, perfectly delicious. Enjoy.